This section covers observational equipment and data available to you in support of an all-hazard incident. Weather is a critical component in determining how and where a plume of hazardous materials will move. Cameo Aloha is a piece of modeling software that uses weather observations in its calculations. On the screen, you see an image of the atmospheric options input table in Cameo Aloha. These weather options include wind speed and direction, cloud cover, air temperature, relative humidity, and stability. The National Weather Service can supply these weather inputs using observational equipment such as ASOS, weather balloons, satellite, and radar. The National Weather Service has hundreds of ASOS observing systems located at airports throughout the United States. These ASOS observing systems report back to the National Weather Service things like air temperature, relative humidity, wind speed and direction, and precipitation. As mentioned, all of these weather inputs are important inputs into atmospheric transport and dispersion modeling software, such as Cameo Aloha. Whenever you need representative weather data for input into Cameo Aloha, call the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service also launches weather balloons twice a day, every day, right here in Corpus Christi. These weather balloons measure the stability of the atmosphere. Stability is also an important input into Cameo Aloha. And of course, the National Weather Service also has Doppler radar, which can measure precipitation and wind speed toward or away from the radar. Also available is satellite imagery, which can track smoke and hazardous materials plumes. This visible satellite loop shows the smoke plume from a wildfire over the Florida Panhandle. Finally, a new capability the National Weather Service in Corpus Christi has is the MK3 Remote Observing System. Unlike the ASOS systems that are fixed at airports, the MK3 weather sensor is a portable weather instrument that we can take with us to an incident to report weather conditions in real time. As mentioned, National Weather Service Doppler radars can detect precipitation across South Texas. But here is an example of a non-traditional use for the radar. Any ideas what this image may be? This was actually the Space Shuttle Columbia debris detected by the Shreveport Doppler radar. This radar imagery was used to help map where shuttle debris might be found during the recovery efforts. Here is another image from a National Weather Service radar out of New York. This was the debris from the TWA Flight 800 disaster. Any ideas about this last image? If you look closely at where the arrows are pointing, you can see some green pixels. This radar out of San Diego was detecting the smoke from the Southern California wildfires of 2007. As we have demonstrated, there is much in the way of observational data available that may be needed during an incident. The National Weather Service can provide this and help interpret this data during an incident. The next section we will discuss is the modeling capability available from the National Weather Service during an incident.